Hey guys, this is Ray the Messenger, and in today's video I'm going to talk to you about the media and their lies. Now let's get right into the video. So this was a really important video for me to make because there are some things that I've noticed recently with the media, especially when it comes to television and when it comes to magazines. These two media outlets and every other media outlet for that matter, they all seem to be going towards telling lies and making up stories. And this is not a good thing, because if you're listening to these media outlets and they're telling you, oh, something has happened, and now you think, oh, that's reality, that thing actually happened, and now you find out, oh, that actually didn't happen. What does it tell you? That tells you that most of the people that work there only care about the clicks. They don't even check the sources. Most media outlets, they don't even check the sources that they get. There was recently some kind of dude, I saw that guy, I think he was from Vice or something. He did a story where he created some kind of hoax. So he made some kind of news story up, some crazy thing that actually never happen, right? And he told the media outlet that he was contacting, oh, this is actually the right story, this actually happened. And the media outlet didn't even check the source, didn't ask the guy nothing, just posted it, and it went viral and everybody asked about it. But in the end of the day, it was just a hoax, it wasn't reality. And if something such from a simple person, right, from some kind of random dude, if some kind of information like that can become news, think about it, what actually can become news if there's somebody behind it that has a lot of money and wants to tell a certain story. Because in the end of the day, the media tells a certain story. They're not only telling you the news, because most of the writers there are biased, and this is actually human nature. Every single person that writes some kind of story, they will most likely be biased, because humans are biased out of their nature. That's psychology, and that's why their stories will be biased, especially if they are at some kind of place where there's a certain kind of agenda. Most media places, they have some kind of agenda, right? They have to please somebody, mostly the owners and of course the companies that buy ad space. The way the television and the media works is they make their money off of the readers that read it, but they make the money out of the ads that they place so the readers can read the ads. This is how they make their money. And if they don't have enough ad people or people who want to buy their ads, then they will not make enough money. And also if they don't have enough readers, they will also not make money because they are not attractive for the companies that want to place their ads in it. And of course the companies have a certain kind of corporate look that they want to present, so they cannot go to some kind of media source that is involved in some kind of scandal. So if a media source perpetrates a certain kind of story or a certain kind of narrative that does not fit the corporate culture that the company has, that wants to buy ads at that magazine, then the company will say, you know what, we don't want to buy the ad space at your magazine or television station, and this way the television stations go broke. And this is why most television stations have such an issue, because they have to force their whole readers and their whole people that they have to force them a story, because they have a certain agenda. And when you read these kind of stories, I also recommend you don't watch television and don't read these magazines. These magazines only want to induce fear and want to get your attention with some kind of crazy stories. And even if those stories maybe are partially true, let's just give him the benefit of the doubt, right? Let's just say, oh, 10% is correct. Okay, so if 10% of the story is correct, what about the other 90%? Oh, the other 90% is just an opinion piece of the writer who has some kind of certain idea or some kind of certain agenda. And this is a massive issue, because now we are in the space of opinions. This is an opinion piece, this isn't news, but it gets sold to you as the reader or the viewer as news. And now you're confused, you're reading it, you're like, what the hell is this? Is this reality? And then you start believing these things. And this is the problem. Most people don't realize that these stories are actually curated and these stories are not reality. They don't question. This is a big thing that I want you, if you're listening to this, I want you to really question everything. Question even the things I'm saying. Question it. Ask yourself, okay, is this reality? Do I have all the facts? Start thinking for yourself. I want you to start thinking for yourself. Don't just be a sheep that hears some kind of certain story and you're like, oh, everybody believes this story, so I'm also going to believe this story. No, you're not a robot. You're not a sheep. Don't just jump over the bridge if everybody else is jumping over the bridge. Don't just jump over the bridge behind them. Think for yourself. Make up your own opinions. Be somebody who's opinionated. Yes, you can have opinions, and those opinions don't have to be the opinions of some kind of certain group that you have or some kind of people that you're hanging out with. You can build your own opinion. And this is the thing that the media, I think, has been lacking of. They have been lacking of diversity of opinions and actually maybe having different viewpoints. The media oftentimes is like black and white. Oh, it's bad, it's evil. Or it's good or it's not good. Oh, this person is bad, he has done something horrible. This person is really good. There is really no black and white in reality. Most of the time, everything has a white side and a dark side to it. And if you compare those both sides and you put them together, then somewhere in between, there's reality. This is the thing that I've noticed from my own past. Oftentimes it's not like A and B, it's some kind of mixture. And you have to look for yourself, because the media, they're not doing that anymore, because that doesn't sell. That's not what the thing that actually sells them. That's not the thing that will get them the ad placement from the big company, from a big corporate company. This is not the thing that the writer will write and then the boss will be like, oh great, I love how diverse your opinions were. No, the boss will tell him, hey, listen up, we have some kind of certain ideas right here, and you will obey these ideas. Even if he doesn't say that out loud, the subconscious communication will be, hey, this is what we're doing around here. We have some kind of certain political views, or maybe sociological views, or maybe some kind of views for different topics in this world. They have some kind of agenda. And when you're only following an agenda, but you're not asking yourself, oh, what is actually happening? Why do I think this? You always have to question everything. I always change my mind if there's data to back it up. I'm really open for changing my mind, but only if the facts are speaking towards it. Always look at the fact. Don't look at feelings, and don't look at opinions of other people unless they're fact-based. Fact check everything. This is an important thing. That's also what I'm doing. I always look, okay, what are the actual numbers? Okay, somebody tells me this thing will cause you to die at a 90% rate. Okay, what does it mean, that 90% rate? Is it 90% for everybody? Or is it 90% only for a certain number of people? Or is it really dangerous for everybody? Or is it only dangerous to a certain smaller group of people? How many people have actually died from the thing? These are the questions that you have to be asking yourself. Don't just swallow everything that the media or the television tells you when they tell you, oh, this is right here is really dangerous, and you're like, oh my god, I can't believe it. It's really dangerous. The media told it. The television says it's really dangerous. And then in the end of the day, 6 months later, you're like, what the hell? It's not actually dangerous because it was just a ballooned truth. It was just blown up. It's not really 100% the truth. It was just like, okay, 10% is the truth. Yeah, this is kind of dangerous, but oh, this is extremely dangerous. It's called making an elephant out of a thing that actually isn't an elephant, right? You're just creating an elephant out of thin air where there was no elephant. Don't just create random elephants, but actually look at the facts. Are the numbers backing up the things that I think are true? Always ask yourself, what is the truth? Start focusing on facts, because recently I've noticed that in this Western world, we have been going away from the facts, and this is an issue, because when you're going away from the facts, you know where you're landing? I'm telling you where you're landing. If you go away from the facts, you're landing in some place that is delusional. You're landing in Narnia. You're landing in some stupid places where you don't want to be. You're landing in the world where there's no reality. Because if there are no facts, there are no numbers, then you have no reality. You're living in some kind of crazy dream world where anything can happen, and the reality is not anything can happen. And you can find that out if you open up your window right now and you're living in the 10th store. Try to jump out the window. Please don't do that. But if you would try to do that, then you would know what happened, because that's reality. Because physics, mathematics, and reality and facts, they exist. Even if you turn around and spin in a circle, they will still exist. Even if you close your eyes, even if you pray, they will still exist. And denying those facts like sometimes the media does, or sometimes some certain magazines or people do online. Certain people who want to tell you, oh, this is actually not reality. F the numbers. Listen to me and my feelings. No, your feelings are not important. Nobody cares about your feelings. The thing we care about right here and right now is the numbers, because the numbers will tell us the truth, not your feelings. Who gives a F about your feelings? Why are your feelings correct? Why aren't the other person's feelings correct? Now, forget the feelings, put the facts back into reality. And this is the thing I want you to do. Put the reality and the facts together, and then you will see the truth. This is what I always do. I always ask myself, is this true? And even if I'm wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. But at least I looked at the facts, and I don't just create situations out of my own personal feelings because I believe something should be right. Don't have expectations. Something shouldn't be right or should be right. Only look at the fact. I hope this video was interesting for you. I hope this video was really thoughtful. It was a bit of different content than usually, but actually think about it. Don't watch the news. Make your own opinion. Here and there, take the right information in, and I will see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, by the way. Put a like on this video. Until next time, guys, have a nice day. Goodbye.